In this recording, we're going to go ahead and practice identifying keys. Now, identifying keys for younger viewers means to figure out what a key is, to find it, and then label it. So here what we end up having is we have a few pictures of keyboards, and then you'll notice that there's this little red dot. So the question that we have here at the bottom of the page is what letters are the red dots on the piano? Now, if you remember, the way that it works is that when we see those two black keys, right, a set of two black keys, the note to the left of the black keys is middle C, the note in between is D, and then the note on the right is E. So that's where we go ahead and start out. And if you wanted to, you could go ahead and even practice writing out all those letters. So like, for example, again, every single time that we have these two black keys, and you can go ahead and write this, the note to the left of that is always going to be C. So I'm going to go ahead and just write in, oh, look at that, this one's actually C. So we can even write this one in. This one's C here for number 4. C would be here, and then C would be here. So then after that, what we can go ahead and do is we can do one of two things. We can go ahead and work from C and go through our musical alphabet, or what we can go ahead and do is that we can go ahead and base it off of where the notes are. Okay, so now, here what we end up having is the set of 3 black keys, and this one is one of the notes in between. Now, with the 3 black keys, the note that's on the left of the 3 black keys, some of you might know, is that it's F. F. That being said, we can go ahead and go through our alphabet. So again, after C, we would have D, then we would have E, then we would have F, and so this one right here would be G. Of course, the next letters after that would be then A, B, and then it wraps around A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? Now for number 2, this red dot is right next to the C that we just wrote in, right? So this one is not C, but this one is in between the 2 black keys. This is D, okay? Now this one is all the way to the right, all the way over here. Now, you could base this off of the G, right? We just saw that the G is in between the first 2 black keys in the set of 3. So this one right here is G. So you could be like, oh, okay, so this is G, this is A, this is the next note, right? Or you could go through again and write all of them in. It's good practice. So we start with C, then D, then we have E, F, G, A. So this one's going to be B. Something to keep in mind is whenever we have the 3 black keys, the note on the right of the 3 black keys is B. Now, over here, we had C, so that one worked out. Now we have C, and then we have this one that's on the right of the 2 black keys. So again, we have the 2 black keys here. This one's on the right side of them. That note's going to be C, D, E. And then here we have this one. Again, you could use your answer from number 5. If you remember, this one right here that's on the right side of the 2 is E. Or you could remember what we were talking about before when we're on the left side of the 3 black keys. So the 3 black keys, so 3, we would end up having this note, which is F. But again, we can check it. So C, D, E, this would be F, then G, A, B. So perfect. Very, very good. Now, over here, this last one says, can you color in the right key? Okay, can you color in the right key? Now, during this section, you can go ahead and pause the video here and try and go ahead and give it a try yourself. But we're going to go ahead and do this, okay? Now, there's a couple of ways that you could do it, right? You could always start from trusty old C, right, which is sitting right here at the very edge, which is, again, always on the left of the set of 2 black keys. That being said, if you know your set of 3 black keys very, very well, you could also do it this way. Remember, with a set of 3 black keys, the one on the left of the 3 black keys, so 3, is going to be the letter F. And in the alphabet, it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G. F is just the note just before G. So in terms of the one that we want to go ahead and color in, and I'm going to go ahead and use maybe a little bit more exciting of a color. We'll go ahead and go with red. We'll put a big red dot right here. Okay, big red dot. You could also color in the entire thing if you would like to. So if you wanted to go ahead and color in this entire key, you can. Okay? But we can go ahead and check it, right? So we would have C, D, E, F. That would be G. Good. Now, then we could go to this set of 3. Now, I will say we've seen B before. In fact, we actually saw it over here, right? Number 3. Number 3, we said that the answer was B. And where was B on the keyboard, right? Where was the red dot? It was all the way at the end. One of the things about B is that it's on the right side, so the right of the 3 black keys. So that's one way to figure it out, right? And again, you can go ahead and color in B, right? So you can just color that in. I'm going to go ahead and color it in with my red. But again, you can always check it. So remember, we had C here, right, at the very, very beginning. So go C, D, E, F, G, A, and then this would be, of course, B at the very, very end. Now, after that, what we end up having is the number 3, color in D. So remember, this one's actually quite easy. We have C, okay? After that, the note that comes after C is D. So D is right here. I had a friend one time explain it that you want to think of the 2 black keys kind of like a doghouse, okay? Inside of the doghouse, so in between the doghouse, we have D for dog. But that is the answer right there. So hopefully this has been a good exercise for you for trying to identify keys, okay? But this has been the video on identifying keys.